Good morning. This is the Bible reading video for section 7, lesson 2. Today we're reading Numbers 23 and 24. So Numbers 23 and Psalm 38. Numbers 23. Then Balaam said to Balak, "Build 7 altars for me here, and prepare for me 7 bulls and 7 rams here." Balak did just as Balaam had said, and Balak and Balaam offered a bull and a ram on each altar. Then Balaam said to Balak, "Stand beside your burnt offering, and I will go. Perhaps the Lord will come to meet me, and whatever he shows me I will tell you." So he went to a desolate hill. Now God met Balaam, who said to him, "I have prepared 7 altars, and I have offered a bull and a ram on each altar." Then the Lord put a speech in Balaam's mouth and said, "Return to Balak, and you shall speak thus." Balaam returned to Balak, and behold, he was standing by his burnt sacrifice, he and all the leaders of Moab. Balaam took up his first discord oracle and said, "Balak, the king of Moab, has brought me from Aram, Syria, from the mountains of the east, saying, 'Come, curse the descendants of Jacob for me, and come, violently denounce Israel.' How shall I curse those whom God has not cursed? Or how can I violently denounce those who the Lord has not denounced? For from the top of the rocks I see Israel, and from the hills I look at him. Behold, the people of Israel shall dwell alone, and will not be reckoned among the nations. Who can count the dust, the descendants of Jacob, and the number of even the 4th part of Israel? Let me die the death of the righteous, those who are upright and in right standing with God, and let my end be like his." Then Balak said to Balaam, "What have you done to me? I brought you to curse my enemies, but here you have thoroughly blessed them instead." Balaam answered, "Must I not be obedient and careful to speak what the Lord has put in my mouth?" Balak said to him, "Come with me, I implore you, to another place from where you can see them, although you will see only the nearest and not all of them, and curse them from there for me." So he took Balaam to the field of Zophim, to the top of Mount Pisgah, and built 7 altars and offered a bull and ram on each altar. Balaam said to Balak, "Stand here beside your burnt offering while I go meet the Lord over there." Then the Lord met Balaam and put a speech in his mouth and said, "Go back to Balak, and you shall speak thus." When Balaam returned to Balak, he was standing beside his burnt offering, and the leaders of Moab were with him. And Balak said to him, "What has the Lord spoken?" Balaam took up his second discourse oracle and said, "Rise up, O Balak, and hear. Listen closely to me, son of Zippor. God is not a man that he should lie, nor a son of man that he should repent. Has he said, and will he not do it? Or has he spoken, and will not he make it good and fulfill it? Behold, I have received his command to bless Israel. He has blessed, and I can't reverse it. God has not observed wickedness in Jacob, for he is forgiven. Nor has he seen trouble in Israel. The Lord their God is with Israel, and the shout of their king is among the people. God brought them out of Egypt. They have the strength of a wild ox. For there is no enchantment or omen against Jacob, nor is there any divination against Israel. At the proper time it shall be said to Jacob and to Israel, "What has God done?" Behold, a people rises up like a lioness, and lifts itself up like a lion. He will not lie down until he devours the prey and drinks the blood of the slain. Then Balak said to Balaam, "Neither curse them at all, nor bless them at all." But Balaam answered Balak, "Did I not say to you, all that the Lord speaks, that I must do?" Then Balak said to Balaam, "Please come, I will take you to another place. Perhaps it will please God to let you curse them from me there." So Balak brought Balaam to the top of Mount Peor, that overlooks the wasteland. And Balak said to Balaam, "Build 7 altars for me here, and prepare for me 7 bulls and 7 rams here." Balak did just as Balaam had said, and offered a bull and a ram on each altar. Numbers 24. When Balaam saw that it pleased the Lord to bless Israel, he did not go as he had done each time before, superstitiously, to seek omens and signs in the natural world, but he set his face toward the wilderness desert. And Balaam raised his eyes, and he saw Israel living in their tents, tribe by tribe, and the Spirit of God came upon him. He took up his third discourse oracle and said, "The oracle of Balaam the son of Beor, and the oracle of the man whose eye is opened at last to see clearly the purpose and will of God, the oracle of one who hears the words of God, who sees the vision of the Almighty, falling down but having his eyes open and uncovered. How far are your tents, O Jacob, and your tabernacles, O Israel? Like valleys that stretch out, like gardens beside the river, like aloes planted by the Lord, like cedars beside the water. Water, that is, great blessing, will flow from his buckets, and his offspring will live by many waters, and his king will be higher than Agag, and his kingdom shall be exalted. God brought Israel out of Egypt. Israel has strength like a wild ox. He will devour Gentile nations, his adversaries' enemies, and will crush their bones in pieces and shatter them with his arrows. He bowed down to rest. He lies down as a lion, and as a lioness who dares to rouse him. Blessed, O God, is he who blesses you, and cursed of God is he who curses you. Then Balak's anger was kindled against Balaam, and he struck his hands together. And Balak said to Balaam, I called you to curse my enemies, but behold, you have done nothing but bless them these 3 times. Therefore now flee to your place. I had intended to honor you greatly, but behold, the Lord has held you back from honor. Balaam said to Balak, Did I not tell you, your messengers, whom you have sent to me? Even if Balak would give me his house full of silver and gold, I could not go beyond the command of the Lord, to do either good or bad of my own accord. What the Lord speaks, that I will speak. And now look, I am going to my people. Come, I will advise you as to what this people Israel will do to your people Moab in the days to come. He took up his 4th discourse oracle and said, The oracle of Balaam, the son of Beor, the oracle of the man whose eye is opened, the oracle of him who hears the words of God and knows the knowledge of the Most High, who sees the vision of the Almighty, falling down but having his eyes open and uncovered. I see him, but not now. I behold him, but not near. A star shall come forth from the descendants of Jacob. A scepter shall rise out of the descendants of Israel, and shall crush the forehead of Moab, and destroy all the sons of Sheth. Edom shall be taken as a possession. Mount Seir, Israel's enemies, also will be a possession, while Israel performs valiantly. One from the descendants of Jacob shall have dominion, and will destroy the remnant from the city. Balaam looked at Amalek, and took up his 5th discourse oracle, and said, Amalek was the first of the neighboring nations to oppose the Israelites after they left Egypt, but his end shall be destruction. And Balaam looked at the Kenites, and took up his 6th discourse oracle, and said, Strong is your dwelling place, and you set your nest in the cliff. Nevertheless, the Kenites will be consumed. How long will Assyria keep you, Israel, captive? Then he took up his 7th discourse and oracle, and said, Alas, who can live unless God has ordained it? But ships shall come from the coast of Kittim, and shall afflict Assyria and Eber. So they, the victors, will also come to destruction. Then Balaam arose and departed, and returned to his place, and Balak also went on his way. Psalms 38. O Lord, do not rebuke me in your wrath, nor discipline me in your burning anger. For your arrows have sunk into me and penetrate deeply, and your hand has pressed down on me and greatly disciplined me. There is no soundness in my flesh because of your indignation. There is no health in my bones because of my sin. For my iniquities have gone over my head like the waves of a flood. As a heavy burden they weigh too much for me. My wounds are loathsome and foul because of my foolishness. I am bent over and greatly bowed down. I go about mourning all day long. For my sides are filled with burning, and there is no health in my flesh. I am numb and greatly bruised, deadly cold, and completely worn out. I groan because of the disquiet and moaning of my heart. Lord, all my desire is before you, and my sighing is not hidden from you. My heart throbs violently, my strength fails me. And as for the light of my eyes, even that has also gone from me. My loved ones and my friends stand aloft from my plague, and my neighbors stand far away. Those who seek my life lay snares for me, and those who seek to injure me threaten mischievous things and destruction. They devise treachery all the day long. But I, like a deaf man, do not hear. I am like a mute man who does not open his mouth. Yet, yes, I am like a man who does not hear, in whose mouth are no arguments. For in you, O Lord, I hope. In you I will answer, O Lord my God. For I pray, may they not rejoice over me, who, when my foot slips, would boast against me. For I am ready to fall. My sorrow is continually before me, for I do confess my guilt and iniquity. I am filled with anxiety because of my sin. But my numerous enemies are vigorous and strong, and those who hate me without cause are many. They repay evil for good. They attack and try to kill me, because I have followed what is good. Do not abandon me, O Lord. O my God, do not be far from me. Make haste to help me, O Lord, my salvation.